Good afternoon, traders. It is February 1st, 2016, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Another wild day for us. Fortunately, it turned out quite profitable, but the volatility in these markets are unbelievable. There's a lot of tension between the bulls and the bears right now, and the majority of players are bearish, but they're just looking at this upside movement in disbelief, and every time it gets up there they try and sell and then they get killed. And this tension between bulls and bears is causing a tremendous amount of volatility and a lot of unpredictability in these markets. The Dow pattern here today looks clearly to me such a bullish pattern. I can't believe it. I am calling it up for tomorrow. The Dow started out selling off real hard, down over 100 points here right at the beginning. And we saw our equity that was like positive $13,000 on Friday drop negative, if you can believe it, in this first 15-20 minutes or so, and then it turns around and goes right through the sky, and we ended up closing out $16,000 positive. We went from negative to positive 16,000 in less than 40 minutes. Unbelievable. Anyway, that's the kind of volatility we're looking at. But the close on the Dow today puts us 1,000 points from the all-time, what I call the ultimate bottom, which was the bottom of the crash on August 24th of last year. So we're 1,000 points above that. Clearly, folks, clearly, we're not going to see that bottom. Hate to disappoint the bears. We're not going to see that bottom. We're going to see new all-time record highs in the Dow before we ever see that bottom again. Anyway, good day for us, no question about it. I show you some of the individual stocks which were just equally hair-raising. This is BTU, Peabody Energy. I have dubbed this my heart attack market, and this clearly lived up to its reputation today. We had bought this on Friday. It went against us about $4,000 here. Then it came up here. It was up $3,000 here. It pulls back against us $2,000. It ends up closing slightly negative on Friday. This morning, this thing opens up just a tiny bit and crashes. We're down $4,000 down here, maybe $5,000. And then within 30 minutes, this thing shoots to the sky. God knows, I don't know what it was up there. Maybe about positive $5,000. Anyway, we get out with positive $4,000 in Peabody Energy. Unbelievable stock, unbelievable, but we're going to trade it because it's volatile, and generally speaking, volatility will pay off for us. We got interesting stuff here. I'll show you the beauty. This was the beauty, and also a heart attack stock today. This, of course, is CC, which is Chemours chemical company, and we had bought this on Friday. As you know, it went up and went up. Beautiful close on Chemours on Friday. Didn't know if we'd get any more out of it. This morning, this thing falls out of bed right on the open. I'm figuring there goes all our profits. And when it was down here, this is where we went negative. And then again, in less than 30 minutes, this thing goes from being, maybe a couple $1,000 profit to being 18,000 at the top of that spike. It did pull back. We got out of it positive 14,000. I'm happy with that. But what volatility? Cannot believe the volatility in that stock. And finally, I'll show you one that we got into that we're still holding. This was a big surprise. A lot of the trading is a big surprise. This is AQXP. That's Equinox Pharmaceuticals. Equinox Pharmaceuticals. We bought this today. This looked like the beginning of the second hour. And it's going along, not doing anything. Look at this thing at the end. It just screams at the end. This is the last hour. It just screams, and we are holding over $5,000 in Equinox Pharmaceuticals. So if I didn't give you the summary, we closed out 16,000. We're carrying positive 1,400 going into tomorrow. Hey, looks great. Had a great day. This is Trader Bob signing off. See you tomorrow on Tuesday.